The first step is to create your design on a sheet of paper, and then to transfer it to our foam, we're going to color the back of our design solid with pencil. Then flip your paper over and tape it to your foam. For my printing plate, I'm using a flexi-foam sheet that you can get at any craft store. Once it's taped, carefully trace over your design. It'll take a few minutes to find the right amount of pressure, because if you press too hard, then your pencil will just poke through your paper, but if you press too lightly, then your design won't transfer. When you flip your paper up, you'll see that your design transferred to your foam. It's not the cleanest, but it still keeps us from having to redraw our design from scratch. So then take your pencil and trace over your design to make it cleaner. This time you do want to press down hard. We're trying to carve into the foam, so as much pressure as you can use without poking a hole through it is great. But don't worry about carving it deep enough on your very first try. You'll probably have to trace over it 2 or 3 times to get it deep enough. You can see that the left side is carved deep enough and the right side is still too shallow. Once your design is finished, you can cut out your hexagon. Before we get started, let's talk about a few printmaking terms. We have our printing plate for our relief print, and that just means that some parts of the plate stand up and some are carved out. Then we have our ink, ink plate, and brayer. Take a knife and spread some printmaking ink on the top of your ink plate. You only need a little bit, because if you have too much ink on your brayer, then it will settle into all the places that you've carved out on your printing plate, and your print will end up like a blob. Be sure to roll the brayer up and down and side to side too. When you have just the right amount of ink and it's nice and spread out, you'll hear this magic sticky sound. When your brayer is ready, roll it onto your printing plate. You may have to hold down the corners with a finger or a thumb because it might start to roll itself onto the brayer. Again, remember to roll the brayer up and down and side to side and in all different directions. Then leave your printing plate on the table and place your paper on top. Then rub it from the back with your fingers. This process is called burnishing, and it just helps create a cleaner print. It helps transfer the ink from your printing plate to your paper. Peel it off your paper. And you'll be able to tell pretty quickly if you had too much ink or not enough ink on your brayer. It's hard to tell from this, but your print will come out as a mirror image of your printing plate. Each print you create is called an edition. Create as many as 8 editions and make sure to put your name on all of them. Cut out all of your hexagons and use a glue stick to glue one of them to our collaborative 3rd grade mural. Use the remaining 7 editions to arrange on your paper however you like. I tried several different options before I found one that I was really happy with. Remember that not every hexagon has to fit fully on your paper. I had several that ran off the side that I ended up cutting off. When you're happy with your arrangement, use a glue stick to glue them down.